Hey guys, and welcome to my latest pickups video. So I've got quite a few things to show you, not quite as much as the last pickups video I did, but I did get a few Dreamcast games and a couple other random things, so I will show those to you now. The first thing I want to show you is this here, which is obviously, as you can see, Virtua Tennis, but it is not actually the game I got, and I'll explain here. I actually bought the game a little while back on half.com, which is kind of like eBay's version of Amazon. I got it for real cheap, but the problem was it was actually listed as being like new, and it was pretty much just the opposite of that. The case was cracked, scratched, and it was actually missing the manual. I replaced the case, which wasn't a big deal. I replaced it with a brand new case that I got from another Dreamcast game. I had bought a few Dreamcast games sealed for cheap that I used to replace cases. So I put this in a new case, and so that was all set, but I was still missing the manual. So what I actually did was I contacted a fellow YouTuber named Adam Koralik, who has a huge Dreamcast collection. I was hoping he might have a spare manual that he could send me. Unfortunately, he didn't, but being the awesome guy that he is, he actually went to a local game store that sold manuals. He bought this and sent it to me. So that is so totally awesome. You rule, man. Thanks for sending this to me. Much appreciated. Definitely check out his channel, guys. I'll put a link in the description and right here. So definitely check that out if you like Dreamcast stuff. He does a lot of Dreamcast videos, and he even does his own films, which is kind of cool. So definitely check that out. So on to my next item here. This is actually my first Japanese game, import game that I bought. This is Pro Yaku Team Woe to Socorro and Asobo. It's something like that, I believe. This is actually two games in one. Socorro is a baseball management simulator, and Asobo is a regular baseball game. What's cool about this game is it actually has a really neat animated or cartoony look to it, and it's just a lot of fun to play. It has a home run derby mode and a regular baseball mode, which are both fun to play. I really like the home run derby mode. It's really fun and addicting, and it's just a really good game. What's interesting about this game is it actually comes in a double CD case, as you can see, but there's actually only one disc. Both games are on the same disc, and when you boot it up, it'll ask you which game you want to play. But I definitely highly recommend this game. It's a lot of fun, and it's pretty cheap to pick up. I picked this one up on eBay for only $9, shipped all the way from Japan too. So definitely check that out. Definitely happy with my purchase on that one. So the next game I have here is actually another Japanese import, and this is F355 Challenge. This is a racing simulator where you obviously race a Ferrari F355. I actually got the Japanese version because it's about half the price of what the US version sells for. And it's actually pretty easy to navigate through the menus because most of them are actually in English, and even the announcer in the game actually speaks English as well. So it's actually pretty import friendly. So this is actually a really nice game. I wanted a good game to go with my Dreamcast steering wheel, and this is basically a perfect fit. I do have other racing games, but this one really works well with it because it plays only actually in the first-person perspective. So it's a really great simulator, and it looks really nice in VGA. So if you have a VGA box for your Dreamcast, this is a really good game to show off what it can do. But I picked this one up for $9.98 on Amazon. So that was a pretty good deal. It's in good condition. Comes complete. Definitely check that one out. So on to the next game here, which is Demolition Racer No Exit. This is actually a port of a PS1 game, which is just called Demolition Racer. But this has upgraded graphics, 60 frames per second gameplay versus I think 30 frames per second on the PS1. It also has, I think, it has mini games in this, which I don't think are in the PS1 version. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they are. One of the mini games is actually a light gun game, which is kind of cool. You have a bunch of cars driving towards you, and you shoot them. It's nothing too thrilling. I did a video on it a while back if you want to check that out, just a gameplay video. I also did a first look video on this game itself, so if you want to check that out, you can. But the cool thing about this game is it's definitely not a traditional racer. It's concentrated on the destruction rather than your actual placement in the race. Although your placement does matter, it'll put a lot of emphasis on the destruction you cause. So every time you hit a car, you get points. And what's interesting is you really don't want to speed ahead of everyone right away, because you won't get any destruction points if everyone's way behind you. So you actually want to keep with the pack most of the race and kind of race ahead at the end. So there's a lot of strategy involved, actually. But it's a lot of fun. Definitely highly recommend you pick up this game. I picked this one up for $7.48 on Amazon. It was brand new, sealed. So check that one out. And my last Dreamcast game I have here is NBA 2K1. As you can see, it's sealed. The only reason I picked this one up because it was really cheap. I got it on eBay for $2 and it was shipped. So yeah, there's really nothing much to say here. I haven't played it yet, obviously, since it's still sealed. It's a basketball game. And that's about all I can say about it. NBA 2K1. So that's the last of the Dreamcast games. I have a couple other things I want to show you here. And the first is a Saturn game. And this is Darius Gaiden. Darius Gaiden is a horizontal spaceship shooter. I haven't played it yet. I quickly put it in just to test it out. I actually just got this today, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. Hopefully I'll do a video on it as well. But I don't have much to say about it, but I got this for really cheap, eBay, $5.50. I definitely wanted, this is my first spaceship shooter on the Saturn. I definitely wanted to get one, so this was a great one to start out with. So the last item I have here, oh actually no, I have two more items actually. I'll start off with this one here. This is the NES cleaning kit. I just got this boxed NES cleaning kit. I actually intended on using it. It's not really to collect, because my NES was giving me some problems reading the games, so I figured I'd give this a try. I actually did a video on this, so you can check that out if you want to see it in action and see what's inside. But this is the NES cleaning kit. Got it for $5 on eBay. And the last item here is actually quite interesting. It's actually not really a gaming related item, but it is by a gaming company. And this is the Sega IR7000 communicator. It's basically a PDA, which is by Sega. I did a video on this a while back as well, so if you want to check that out, I go into more detail about what this thing does. But it's really not too exciting. It's you can actually communicate between other IR7000s wirelessly through infrared. So you can basically send text messages back and forth within a short range. I wasn't able to test that out because I don't have another one. I just saw this on eBay for, I won it at auction for $4.04 with free shipping, so I couldn't really pass it up, mainly because of the Sega brand. And that's really the only reason I picked it up. Nothing too exciting, but I thought it was kind of cool. It's an interesting little collector's item. But anyway, guys, that's the last of the pickups. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want some videos with a little more substance to them, check out my other videos. And please comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for watching.